everyone, welcome back to our channel Sans Global Immigration. This is Neha, regulated Canadian licensed immigration consultant. So yes, in today's video, let's talk about the latest recent developments between India and Canada, the ongoing tensions between India and Canada. Why did these tensions started? How did it started? The complete timeline, what happened when, and yes, now the resumption of e-visa services by India for eligible Canadian citizens. What was the starting point of dispute? Why did the dispute initially started between India and Canada? So see, the dispute began basically when Canadian Prime Minister Justin Trudeau, he said that there were credible allegations because of potential link between the Indian government and the killing of Hardeep Singh Nijjar. So those who don't know, let me tell you who was Hardeep Singh Nijjar. Hardeep Singh Nijjar was a Sikh separatist. He was identified as a designated terrorist in India. He was gunned down outside a Gurdwara in Surrey, British Columbia, in the parking lot of the Gurdwara. He was shot down basically on June of 18. And the Canadian government, basically Justin Trudeau, what did he say was that India was linked to the killing of this particular person, Hardeep Singh Nijjar. So Justin Trudeau put the entire blame on Indian government, on India for this, due to which the tensions emerged between India and Canada. So this was the main starting point due to which the tensions between India and Canada started. So in response to these allegations, as the allegations were put upon India by the Canadian Prime Minister Justin Trudeau. So in response to these allegations, yes, India had to respond something. So India responded, it took diplomatic measures. What did it do was it suspended new visas for the Canadians, and also it demanded a reduction in the Canadian diplomat staff who were there inside India. Consequently, the Indian mission in Canada, they temporarily halted visa services for Canadian nationals. Now let's take a look upon the complete timeline, like what happened on which particular date and how did this tension go on. So as you can see here, September 18, Trudeau tells the Canadian Parliament that Canada is actively pursuing credible allegations linking Indian government agents to the killing of Nijjar, a Canadian citizen campaigning for the creation of an independent Sikh homeland carved out of India. So on September 19, India dismisses that the allegations put upon by Trudeau, they are absurd. The two countries, they expel diplomats in tit-for-tat moves, with Canada throwing out India's top intelligence officer in the country while India expels his Canadian counterpart. Then let's move to the September 20th date. India urges its citizens in Canada to exercise caution as the US, Australia, and Britain express concerns over Nijjar's killing. Then on September 22, what did India as a step it took was it suspended issuing new visas for Canadian nationals, and also it asked Ottawa is basically inside Canada, a place, so it asked Ottawa to reduce its diplomatic presence in India. Also, the Indian mission in Canada, it temporarily halted visa services until further notice due to operational reasons as noted by the BLS International. Then on October 3, India tells Canada that it must repatriate 41 diplomats by October 10. Another move in October 26. In October, India opted to recommence the visa services in Canada for 4 specific categories following a thorough assessment of the security situation. So basically, the category included entry visa, business visa, medical visa, and conference visa. So these services were resumed with effect from October 26. And now November 22, after a 2-month-long suspension, India resumed e-visas, that is electronic visa services for Canadian nationals for tourism and business. Yes, as I showed you in the timeline, India took steps. It first resumed services for a few categories of visa. So the 4 specific visa categories: entry visa, business visa, medical visa, and conference visa. These services resumed in October 26 only. And finally, after a 2-month halt, India resumed the electronic visa services for Canadian nationals, that is specifically for the tourism and the business visas. This move from India marks a positive step in restoring the diplomatic relationships between the two countries and also facilitating smoother travel for eligible Canadian citizens to India, as many Canadians, like the Indian origin people who were Canadian citizens, they were facing a lot of problem if they want to go to India. So now this will definitely facilitate smoother travel for eligible Canadians. Yes, that's the latest update on India resuming e-services for Canadians. So yes, stay tuned for more news and developments by subscribing to our channel.